because you can't see into my like real deep thoughts.
It's gonna be tough to connect with you with the shaded eyes.
How do you think I feel about your nose?
What expression is underneath my nose strip?
A lot.
Yeah,
Welcome.
your nose. I get like the nose scrunch when I'm lying, but it's hidden.
Yeah.
The poker face.
What did I just say? This is episode 8?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yay. Finally. And our hottest guest yet, my roommate, Kevin Willard.
Yay!
Welcome to
You've
Good
been
Sam, Bad
mentioned
Sam.
multiple times. And
Yeah,
now
you're part of this podcast lore now.
Is that true? I was like trying to like scrub through the episodes to find where you mentioned me, but I couldn't find it.
We talk about Zach more than you.
That's
but
true.
He's the problematic child.
Do you guys want to do a little toast?
Here's to whatever. Taylor.
T-Dog.
Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien. Okay.
It was a good bit.
Thank you.
Love the new hair. Love the new do.
Thank you so much. I'm afraid in a couple of days I'm going to hate it, but that's just what happens when you get a haircut. You know,
Yeah, I'm
you're
sorry I was late. I feel like I could have stopped this. Taylor, by the way, never tell me if it's starting late because then I'll just be on time.
Okay.
You said there was an extra 30 minutes, and boy, did I just sit there and stare at the wall.
Did you guys not leave, like depart at the same time?
It's crazy.
No,
How much sooner did you get here than me?
A lot.
probably 15 minutes.
Yeah. When Taylor texted us that we were good to come whenever, I was pulling out of our gate.
No.
Just now?
Well, like 45 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Where were you coming from?
The same place as me.
How did
Our
you?
apartment.
Did you? I feel like you were both playing Mario Kart and you got like the ramp that sped you here, and Sam, you did not get that. You got
He
bananas.
left maybe like actually only like 5 minutes before me, but he missed all of the car accidents that happened behind him that he caused, and then
Yeah.
he was the one
I was
throwing
throwing banana
bananas.
peels out the window.
Did you cause my car accident this week?
Yeah, I actually rolled the tire just from the side of the road in front of your car. I was waiting with a tire.
I realized this yesterday that had Sam, excuse me, that's not what I meant. Had Kevin and Candace come and pick me up at the scene of the crime, I would not have gotten a 15.5 million view on Instagram.
Everything happens for a reason.
It does. I want to get
You
into so many more.
almost got killed. So you could make content.
That's what life is about.
Why does anyone die anymore these days? You know, not.
You know
That's
what I
what I was
mean?
thinking too when you asked for a ride. I was like, we should leave her there just in case she gets a good video out of it.
So do you want me to like
Sammy B
pay
vlogging.
you or?
Well, no, just the thanks.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you so much.
You're famous now because of Kevin. Don't forget that.
I think I've always known that I would be famous because of Kevin. Because like, who else is gonna video and edit? You know,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Certainly not me.
you could do it.
I am learning a lot by observing your skill set. So yes, I can do it. Thank you.
You can't do what he does. He says it all the time to me.
This doesn't feel good.
What? I say that to you? What are you talking about?
When I said I was going to start editing things on my own, you were like, basically like, have fun. You'll never be me.
I said nothing like that. I was just like, no. I mean,
paraphrasing.
it's going to be a lot of fun when you spend several hours a day for 10 years, and then you'll get good.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to being the best.
No, but
content
CapCut is sick,
creator.
though. You're good, like, quick. There's so much shit you can do on that.
That's what this is for, by the way. If we want to address this, look out for my Dora video. The premise is sick. Thank you.
Can you just play it in the pod?
I'm gone this weekend, so I'm going to leave you guys the files, and you guys go friggin' nuts.
Really?
They're all on there.
This is when you go to New York.
I leave Friday morning.
How do you feel?
I'm so happy. I'm only gone 3 days, but because of my work availability, I'm off the entire week, which makes me feel nauseous if I'm not actively at work or doing something that's making me money. I want to blow my brains out.
Aren't you nauseous at work anytime, all the time anyway?
Yeah. Oh, I had my first like spaz in a while at work yesterday. My one coworker had to waterboard me in the bathroom. It was like having a panic attack, and she brought in a bucket of ice water and literally was like dunking my head. She's like, "Be normal." And then I went back out into the floor, and my manager's like, "Why are you wet?"
Sounds like you were rushing a sorority.
No, I came in and I said, "Hey, I feel like I'm gonna die." And they're like, "Ugh."
Not. Oh, guys, that's
Again.
just Sam.
It's been a while since I've like fully freaked at work. So everyone was like, it was bound to happen again.
I think something the three of us might have in common are like anxiety attacks, and
Yeah.
they manifest in different ways.
Definitely.
How do yours manifest? Share with the people.
I just become in a lot of pain in my chest, and then I cry, and then I meditate, and then I get through it. How
I
do yours
call my
manifest?
mom. She stresses me out more.
I don't have anything to say about that. I don't call my mom anymore. I needed to. I don't know. I'm done.
I can't call
talking
my
about
mom because she's deaf, so I have to text her.
That'd piss me off.
that. What have you ever called your mom?
No, I actually do call her. I can FaceTime her because then she can read my lips through the camera.
Really? You give
Yeah.
little captions off CapCut?
That'd be sick. It should be live caption on FaceTime by now,
Yeah.
you would think.
There'll be 5 updates from now that'll roll that out.
Have you ever like forgotten that your parents are deaf and you call by accident and you're like, hello? Hello?
Dad, pretty rude. No, one thing that I used to do, though, is I used to think they were lying. When I was a kid, I'd be like, this guy's making it up. Like, he's not deaf. So I'd be like 11, and we'd be at the mall or something, and I'd be walking behind him.
You're always
And
trying to catch him.
I'd be like, hey! And then just see if he, like, moved at all or something. Like, I'm going to catch him in the act of lying. He's been lying to me for 14 years.
Did you grow up with Santa?
Yeah,
I would
he was
imagine.
my uncle.
I would imagine that like your parents are putting presents under the tree, you know, and you walk downstairs and they didn't know that you were walking, so you saw that Santa was your parents solely because they didn't hear you coming down the stairs to then disguise that they were not Santa. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I would come down the stairs pretty heavy, so they would feel the vibrations. So grew up pretty fat.
You were fat,
Not like super fat, but just like...
like 10 pounds
They
heavier
kept you
than
fat just so
Yeah.
they knew where you were at all times.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be a great method. Just feeding the shit out of them.
That's so silly.
Like, McDonald's again? Thanks, Dad. And they're like, yeah, no problem.
That was a free one from Sammy B, dude. That should go in your
Wow.
act, dude.
That's fun.
All right.
You know what else should go in your act?
What's that?
A description of what's on your nose, you know? You want to tell
Well-
the people?
This is a breathing strip, and I don't feel the need to explain it because I just don't want to.
That's fine. And I'm
I've heard his explanation 10 times because we've talked about it a lot.
Let's hear it.
Is it so bad that I just want to breathe right?
That's perfect. And I bring it
Yeah.
up because you've mentioned before that you have wanted to talk about it on stage. So this isn't coming from like
Yeah.
I'm making fun of you.
No, it actually is
place.
connected to panic attacks because I get panic attacks when I'm not breathing properly. So just putting this on there opens my nasal pathway up, but it also reminds me in general to breathe through my nose. If I just don't think about it throughout the day, I'm just like literally holding my breath and like tensing up. So it's just like a reminder. You think that's funny, you piece of shit? It's a scumbag.
I'm just trying to remember any time if I've walked into like the kitchen or living room and like I just walk by and see you like red and shaking. Like
Well,
I didn't
you know,
realize you weren't breathing the entire time.
wait, do you really catch me red and shaking? What is this?
What is this? I can't comment. I'm not there.
No,
They're
it's
in
just
spirit.
yeah.
This, I feel like it relates in a way to what's on your nose. Because like this is a twirly. It's like a little twirly. So I wear it to remind me that there's other ways of like fidgeting, you know? Like, because if I'm not...
There are other ways of fidgeting, and people don't talk about that enough.
Yeah, like this is like you could do this. You can do...
That's one of my personal favorite
Yeah.
fidget
Like a
methods.
check.
Yeah, Sam, what's your favorite fidget? What's your favorite fidget flavor?
My fingernails.
Where do you put them?
Who cares?
That's good.
I do this a lot. I like to if I have a pen, I'll just open it and close it 7,000 times in a row.
Good for you.
You're stressed out right now? Is that why you're doing that?
No, I'm just demonstrating the fidget method that I use.
Okay. Mine is sprint back and forth.
Where?
Which a restaurant job is great when you have anxiety. especially when you're talking to a table and it feels like your heart's gonna stop. So you're gripping the table, and if they take a moment too long to order, you go, "I'll be right back."
And then you're like, "Hey guys."
And then you come back soaking wet. It's fun. Honestly, like me moving here, I was having like daily panic attacks, and now I'm like every couple months now, which is
Okay.
great.
That's weaning off the panic attacks. It's weaning off the PAs.
Yeah, I'm having way less too.
Because we're finally settled.
Because I'm just breathing so deep and so right.
I'd like to think it's
Feels
because
so
we're so
good.
happy here together.
You guys want to take a deep breath all together? 1, 2,
You're
3.
stealing all the oxygen. It's not enough for me.
That felt nice.
Pretty good.
That felt really nice.
Air is sick.
What if I
Air
died?
is
What if I
sick.
died because you all took a breath at the same time? I was gonna say bros.
We bros.
Then I would go to Chat GPT and be like, write me a eulogy.
Bro.
You doth broth all the earth.
How many eulogies do you think have been written by ChatGPT so far?
Probably everyone since it came out.
Do you want to?
You're like, I
So
don't care about this guy.
I mean, so I have my great grandparents still. They wrote my great grandpa's obituary back in December.
And they're still alive?
Yeah. I feel like they got a little too excited on that one.
I mean, like, are they like alive and well, or just alive?
He's alive. He's still playing Yahtzee. I feel like that's a good measurement. He's like fine.
Okay.
I did witness him one time. I was at their place playing Yahtzee, and he dropped it. We were sitting at the table, and he dropped a napkin. He bent over to get it, and I think he was upside down so long that when he came back up, he said, "What's with all the dice?" He forgot that Yahtzee as a concept was gone to him in that moment.
That's
So,
But
what
then
did
he
have?
locked back in, and he got a Yahtzee. So,
so the secret to
Give and
winning
take.
is just being upside down for 5 seconds.
and like
Wait, so where did
92.
he almost die? During the Yahtzee game or before it or after it?
Extensive great grandpa lore incoming is so like over a year ago they thought he had like rapid dementia, and then like he couldn't remember anyone, and then a week later he had a stroke, and then they thought that was it.
I'm sorry. I feel like I had a delayed reaction to what you just said. You said stroke. There was a pause.
During the Yahtzee game.
Yahtzee is not involved in these stories anymore. But so he had a stroke, and then they found out he had surgery that they took him off his blood thinners. So he had a blood clot causing the dementia symptoms. And then when he had the stroke, it went away. And then he also fully recovered from the stroke.
So the stroke helped his dementia?
Well, he never, yeah. Well, the stroke caused, and then when he stroked out, the blood
It reset.
clot.
It reset his brain from the dementia.
So the stroke was like this to your iPhone.
SOS emergency call, yes.
Yeah, it just like reset it. That's interesting.
Damn, that'd be sick to like, then he doesn't die and then you just read him the eulogy and then he's like, I'm actually gonna
Well,
write
I mean,
yours.
it's been long enough. I'm sure it's like been brought up. Like, hey,
Yeah.
we wrote this. Do you want to proofread it?
Yeah, right. Check for any spelling errors.
Do people normally? Like, well, I know like a lot of people don't get that chance, but like I feel like sitting down and reading your obituary is like gotta be a weird one. Be like, put in that I had like huge tits and 5 lovers and $1 million in my bank account,
When we die,
which is never.
Wait, what?
what do you think people will say about you? Like right now, if today was the last, what would be said about you?
Huge tits, 5 lovers, $1 in her bank account. It's the only thing that's different.
Wow,
I hope to make $1 million by then, though.
that's a goal.
There'd probably be a bunch of people I haven't talked to in like 20 years. Like, he was my best friend. He was
Out
so
of
nice.
the 3 roommates, who do you think is gonna die first? Because Zach's got a motorcycle now.
That
pushes
is a
him up.
factor.
Yeah.
His life insurance skyrocketed.
Boy ain't got no 401k.
Yeah.
He does not have life insurance either.
I don't know. It's really hard to predict. I feel like I could go either way. Like, I could die driving home from this podcast, or I could live till I'm like 98. I really, you never know. That's
It's
why
literally
it's so
one-
exciting. That's why life is so sick.
Because you never know when you're gonna die.
Yay.
Sweet.
Rose and Thorn, Flush
Yeah.
and Shit. Welcome to our podcast.
Thanks for having me. It
We
means
like-
a lot.
It means a lot to us too. It means a lot to us too. We like to kind of start off this segment. We like to fly from the nest using this little question that we start off the segment because we're starting the segment now, and the segment is called "Shit or Flush your shit and flush."
Flush your
called-
shit and shit and flush?
It's called Your Shit and Your Flush. It's one good and one bad thing from the past week of your life.
So your shit is the bad, but the flush is like
Well, okay, here's the shit is the good thing?
No,
That's weird.
No, the shit's the bad.
shit's the bad thing.
Oh, the flush is the good thing.
Yeah, because
so
you flushed it away.
yeah, I got confused because people were like, "This is the shit."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's fucking pretty good. So, the shit, I guess. I should start with the flush, probably.
You
right?
can start with whatever you want. I mean, normally
Whatever
I take a
makes you
shit
happy.
and then I
All
flush.
right, the flush will be. I've been meditating a lot. The other day, I went like out of body, like completely, and it's happened to me like probably 3 or 4 times where I'm just like completely lost track of like where my body is in space. And it's pretty cool, but the bad thing is last time I got distracted because I started to like get hard while it was happening, and then it like pulled me out of it, like back into reality, and it cut it short by like a lot. It could have been like an hour longer.
Wait.
I didn't realize you were talking about your penis.
Yeah, what
I
you
thought
think
it
I
just
meant?
got hard. Like it
Oh, it
got
got difficult.
Yeah.
No, I lost track of my body, and then that happened, and then I was like, oh, there it is, and I was like, I didn't want to know where my body was, but it was like, it pulled me out of it.
So like,
Your little compass needle point north.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
what did you then do about that? Did you just like wait for it to go away?
Yeah, I like, I think, I just meditated through it, so I was like, this is my body, and now I'm not in that space that I was in. And then I just like got
Were
through
you
it,
at
and then I
home
didn't.
or
I
were
just
you
like,
on the trail again? 'Cause that's so important.
I was not on the trail. I was sitting upright in my bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So if you were sitting upright, then your penis was horizontal.
No, it was vertical.
I'm sorry, I don't have a penis. I don't know.
Why would it
Wait,
be
if you're
horizontal?
sitting up, it's this way. It's perpendicular to the
No,
bed.
no, it's still straight up like this.
That sounds complicated.
Yeah.
To have a penis.
No, I mean it's convenient. Like it's convenient to how you're sitting.
Okay. Okay.
But anyways, yeah, that's my shit and my flush.
The same event was shit and flush.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you were having like a breakthrough, but then you got a boner, and then
It was like he flushed before he shit,
Yes.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
which is strange.
I mean, you can
Well,
do that.
Sometimes you got to pre-flush. Get
Yeah.
the bowl ready.
You never. You like when people swirl their beer before.
Swirl your toilet.
Yeah. Reset the bowl. I'm coming in.
You guys ever been like halfway through and you just know you gotta flush while you're sitting?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 The best feeling is when you like take like when like the poop like
We can escape talking about shit.
Well, I mean that's the name of the segment.
it is. I know.
It is. This is our designated poop talk time.
There's like it's like wet over here.
It's me.
Kevin.
I'm so sorry.
No, it is wet, so I just don't want it to.
So yeah, there's a lot of liquids on the table right now.
It's probably because I washed those glasses. It's
Good for you. Thank you.
I did it for you.
You mean
bro.
your ashtrays?
No, I stopped using those for those after you called me out on it.
Okay.
Mr. Nubs. Okay. Sam, your shit and your flush?
I feel like my shit's just got to be that I spazzed at work, and that's always so embarrassing. It's like I'm a whole adult, and I'm like, I want to go to the doctor.
Did you actually communicate what was going on to your coworkers, or did you just say like I'm gonna get through it without having to tell them? Because that's like I feel like that's a huge step. When I'm having a panic attack at work, I'm like, it's like I got to like increase to like a higher level for me to actually be like I have to say something and might have to leave.
Yeah. I've noticed that like voicing it whenever because I've almost fainted a couple times this week, and I'm like, I feel like I'm going to faint. And I tell people around me, I'm
Yeah.
like, don't worry about it.
Gotta do that.
This is just what's going to happen. Oh my God, thank you.
Yeah, the last big one I had at work, I ended up grabbing one of my managers, and I was like, "Can I just talk to you out?" Like in like my most like nice professional voice, I was like, "Can I talk to you outside?" And then we got outside. I was like, I think I'm gonna fucking die." She was like, "If you need to like leave, you can leave." And I was like, "No, but like just so you know, if I die, I told you." And
Can I read my eulogy first?
and then I immediately felt better because then it's always like what helped me get through the shift yesterday was because I had to grab the bartender and be like, "Can you come to the bathroom with me?" And then she literally had to dunk me in ice water.
So you got
And then-
baptized at work?
And then while she was doing that, because like the bucket wasn't big enough for me to also be able to plug my nose, she's like, "You can't put your head in water without like not plugging your nose." I was like, "Well, that's not the issue right now."
Uh-huh. But I can't. The answer for me would be no. I need to plug my nose in water. Showers, plugging my nose
So
the
I was
whole
really
time.
so yeah. It just turned into like her like trying to hold my head and to throw ice water on me, and then she was shoving ice down my shirt, and I'm like, this is embarrassing and humbling, and I'm no longer focused on the fact that I feel like I'm dying.
You should have recorded that and put it on OnlyFans.
Not everything has to be about OnlyFans with me, which I don't have.
Why'd you say like that? She has a secret one?
I don't have
Oh,
no.
really?
My dad listens to this, and he will take that seriously.
No, I'm lying.
Also, by the way,
do.
Mr. Minney,
What did you have to say to Mr. Minnie?
What do you
Mr.
want to say
Minney-
to Robert?
this is the thing, Bob. She's gone the website. All right? No, I'm just kidding.
Accept what your daughter chooses to do for herself. This isn't your life. She's forging her own path. Respect it.
No, Dad, they're lying. All I do is sell feet pics to one guy,
And she's wearing socks. Okay?
but they have like holes.
He's like, damn, rip that hole. Stretch that sock hole out a little bit, baby.
I have like really big toes, so
Big toes.
yeah. I remember when I was a kid, one time my dad said my big toes could feed a village in Africa. And I've thought about that ever since.
That's so supportive.
Bob, listen, okay? And now you wonder why she's going to other people to validate her feet.
Starts with the dads. It always starts with the daddies.
That's the thing about Bob.
Bob.
So disrespectful.
I'm kind of how's that disrespectful? Robert,
Listen up, Bob. That's
he's
Bobby
a good
Minney.
guy. He knows I'm messing around with him. I've never met him.
I was about to say.
Yeah,
have
my
you met him?
juggalo dad can't really say anything.
Well, why can't he say anything? Because he likes a good band?
Shout
I've
out
never
Juggalo
heard
father.
of what is it called? Like your circus posse?
Insane Clown Posse? The name
Claim
of,
Insane Clown Posse.
yeah.
SCP.
Uh-huh.
the name
I've
of-
never listened to Insane.
Well, it's a
Crazy
triumph.
because I've had to learn so much about your culture.
1, 2, 3.
Don't.
Baruch. I just so hard in the microphone. Okay, so thank you guys for asking. I know you guys know, but maybe you guys don't know. I have a shit and a flush. I have a huge flush. My huge shit was getting into a car accident. A tire was barreling towards my car at 60 plus miles per hour and then destroyed my car. And so the positive is that I made a lot of videos and they went. I feel like it's called going viral because it feels like your notifications are infected. Like it's just crawling with more. You know, like my life is so hard. So many notifications. It's a tricky life I live.
What are you going to do? You should go to therapy more often.
I
to
think
work
there's
through
a
it.
setting where you can like mute.
There is, but then how do I like feel important if I don't have anyone telling me?
I feel like the disguise has changed her. The costume has changed her. A
Well,
little
she
bit.
can't go out in public as herself anymore.
This is
She's-
fully to disguise myself.
Oh my
Actually,
God, it's Cop Girl.
yeah, actually,
It's
No,
propaganda.
I just look like her.
there was a guy at the gym. There was a guy at the gym. He came up to me. He's like, "How are you doing?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "After your accident." I was like, "You saw that?" And he's like, "I was one of the firefighters there." And yeah, he was
Did you
hot.
get his number?
No, he was there with his girlfriend.
Uh,
I know. But then I like thanked him profusely and then he showed me his group chat with like his team and like the video was in there and it was like this randomly has 11 million views. I think this was the chick we like saved on the side of the road the other day. And then I saw him say, "Yeah, the chick's working out." And I was like, "Yeah, I am, bitch. Thank you."
The chick is currently working out, guys.
we got eyes on the bitch.
You're being scouted by firefighters right now.
Okay,
That's
but
crazy.
like, are any of the other firefighters like hot and single?
I wasn't really paying attention because I was a little like disheveled after I got into an accident and almost died. I didn't even get to read my eulogy.
If I was about to get into a car crash, I would just like freeze time and like do my makeup just in
just in case like a hot
Like a hot guy pulled my body from the wreckage. He'd be like, oh,
Sometimes you gotta freestyle.
Another good one.
We lost a baddie. Baddie down.
Oh no.
If they pulled me out regularly, though, they'd be like, oh, thank God.
At least we didn't lose a hot one, you know?
I'll go down.
He's like, ew, she's dead too.
Not that that's really any different than my normal day-to-day look.
No, my favorite part about that experience was lying to the firefighters about my age. Which, like, I made a joke that, like, it's because I was embarrassed about my age. But, like, I'm not. I just literally don't have practice saying I'm 30 years old. So, like, when they asked me and I said 26, I guess I just forgot about the past 4 years of my life.
Yeah, that's kind of bullshit, by the way. You're like, well, I haven't said 30 at the beginning of my age.
You don't understand.
I'm
That's
21.
like big for a girl. Admitting
Well, I knew
your
it's close to
actual
29.
age.
I know. Just, like, no one's, like, asked me that in a while. You know, like, how old are you?
Yeah, so you were just ready with a lie.
They also asked
That's
me who
all we
the
do.
they also asked me who the president was, and I didn't know how to answer.
What?
You're
What'd
like,
you say?
not my president.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know.
It
Like,
is a
I
weird
don't know.
time. Like, yeah.
Who is? I don't
It's like
know.
CJ Landry's joke where he's like, he's not fit to run. He's like, well, he's president now.
It is exactly like his
Yeah,
joke.
yeah.
Good reference.
But yeah,
Shout
he's
out
just
CJ
a
Landry.
puppet, obviously.
Anywho.
My flush, by the way.
Oh, I thought you were done.
Am I ever?
No.
Yeah. My flush is I get to do my first comedy festival and get paid. Yay.
Can
Thank
you? Do you feel comfortable? Like, I just would like to know, like, a ballpark.
Let's just say that it's fine. And I was going to go for free.
So you're making like $15?
An amount.
Yeah.
I'm
That
making
is-
an unspecified amount that I am okay with because originally I was just going to do it for free.
It's an amount that was deemed fair by all parties.
You should have been a cop, a lawyer, even.
Yeah, my sister always says that I should have been a lawyer because I like to argue, and I'm like, yeah, I like to argue, so I should go to school for 12 years.
Yeah. Let me argue my way out of this.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, you're wrong. I shouldn't be. You should be a lawyer. And then she's in law school now.
Is she actually?
Yeah, because I tricked her.
Is she? What's she in law school? Like, what kind of law does she want to practice?
No, she's not in law school.
Stop lying. You have a problem. Do you know that?
I thought you would know that I was kidding.
You're
He's
in a disguise.
Doing a bit.
He lies so much, and he ends up joking. It's like, at what point do you like
I
realize
don't think
that?
you're
and then-
truthful ever, and it's okay.
You
I
just
kind
have
of.
a
No,
one
I mean
sibling,
I'll
right?
switch the tone when I'm telling the truth, and then I'll say something like this: "I'm being serious."
And it's a little smirk. It's a little smirky smirk.
And it's
Yeah.
the flap of the eyelashes.
You do have long eyelashes for a man.
Yeah. Thanks.
Kevin, you're gorgeous.
They are extensions, but they look real because my lash technician is insane.
Oh, there was a little bit. There was the smize and the wink. He's lying, guys. He's lying.
Yeah, my lash technician is actually sane. She's just good at lashes.
That was stupid. Wait, so you just have your one sibling, your one sister?
Yeah, Rebecca.
Older, younger?
Older. She is 34 in October.
And she can hear?
Yeah. Apparently being deaf is not genetic. So when you see deaf parents that have deaf children, it's actually like a sick coincidence because God is a bad guy.
I would imagine that the parents were like, "No, that's not fair. We can't hear him. Our kids
I'm sorry,
can't
on
hear
this
either."
podcast, we love God.
Well, that's the thing about God. He's a good guy overall, but he does some weird shit.
It's like parents that want their kids to be like girls or boys. It's like, I want my kid to be deaf.
Yeah.
They're plugging their ears with cotton since day one.
Yeah, well, they actually, I
Just
wanted,
air horns every night directly to the dome.
Yeah.
You're going to be like us.
that is half true though, because, I wanted a guitar when I was a child, but why would they buy me that? Like, if I got Beast a guitar, they would just be like, all right.
I feel like that's so good with his fingers.
They wouldn't be proud of me. They would just be like, all right.
I wanted to learn how to play the drums when I was a kid. My mom said no because she would hear me be bad forever. I feel like if she was
Yeah.
deaf, that'd be a better selling point. Like, you
Yeah.
don't have to.
You don't have to hear
Yeah,
me.
well, I was trying to get a guitar, but
Yeah.
Imagine if you were in a band.
Oh, would your if you were in a band, would your parents come to your recitals just for support?
It depends on the genre.
Because the vibrations
vibration.
feel different.
Yeah, like if it was a cappella, they'd be like, "Have fun." But if I was in like a metal band if I was a dubstep DJ, they'd be like, they'd like be vibrating like, "Oh, he's good. He's actually good."
If you were in a Beach Boys cover band,
They'd like tune in if we went live in the concert, but they wouldn't like pull up.
But they've
I
seen
love
you
your
do
parents.
stand up.
Yeah, my dad does stand up.
But they haven't listened to you do stand up.
No, they have. When I was
No, they
home
haven't.
a month or two ago, well, they were listening, but it was just like, so listen, this is what you need to understand. They can hear.
you're being super
but
ableist right now.
they can hear, but they just can't make it out because the volume's down here. If it was up here, this is what we hear, but it's down here, so they just hear like. So they're like, oh, someone's talking, but I don't know what the fuck they're saying. That's why you need to learn how to speak sign language.
I know this.
I love you.
And I know this.
Rock on. You
I know-
gotta put your thumb to your fingers though.
Isn't this Hook'em?
That's hook 'em and rock on.
Okay.
All right, the next segment is
Oh.
actually that shit. Yeah.
Mhm, I know that one.
you would.
Doing sign language on a podcast.
Yeah,
Is
this
crazy.
is.
Yeah.
It was
Well, you
very
gotta
good.
do. Okay, can you guys hear the sign
Yes,
now?
you are. There you go. Now, there
This
you
is
go,
Mason's
Kevin.
favorite sign. It's diarrhea. This is constipated.
Oh, because you're holding on to it. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
it can't. It's not falling out of
Well,
the butt.
whenever I'm constipated, I'm not the one holding on to it. You know,
Whenever I'm constipated, I'm not the one holding on to it.
it's
Back
not my
to shit
choice
again.
Oh, really?
to be constipated.
Constipation is a mindset, Sam.
I think it's a body butthole set.
Yeah, it has to do with the density of the bowels.
Does it?
Yeah.
And like the lack of lubrication.
Well, the harder the bowel, the sweeter the juice.
I knew where that was going immediately.
So yeah, typically something like a cranberry juice will loosen it up.
Or like a prune. Oh, my bangs grew.
Looking good.
Slay.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love the amount of visual gags we do on a.
Oh, on a podcast. Kevin,
Podcast that you don't post the video.
That's
for?
not
I
true.
do. It's on Spotify.
but it needs to be on YouTube.
Listen, baby girl.
That's what people have been saying. There's been a buzz around town.
There actually has. I've had 3 people ask me, where is it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Sam.
If you knew how hard my life was.
Well,
like-
I think that you guys could just like create a plan. Like, okay, this is when it's gonna go on YouTube, and then like you just do it. What do you think about that, Sam?
Let's have this conversation off the podcast.
Again,
'cause-
I'm giving you the hard drive with everything on it.
Hold on, Sam. Can I ask you a question?
Which one?
Samantha.
Do you call me Sam or Sammy?
I like switch. I like
Can you say
alternate. What do you
Sammy?
prefer?
Can you say Sammy for a second?
Sammy?
Can you say
that-
Sam?
Sam?
I don't think you ever say my name, like to me.
Is that
Just
true?
at you?
I just think you just start talking.
Huh. That's an
sounds like
interesting
him.
observation.
Yeah, I'm not like offended. I'm just.
What do you prefer though, by the way, Sammy or Sam?
I think, but when I get brought up on stage, I like Sammy. I think I'm like stepping into that. It's like cute, like fun, but
Very
like
cutesy, very mindful.
yeah, I'm like a cute little girl up there. I'm just like a cute girl telling her little stories.
That's what they've been saying.
I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. I think it's whatever feels natural for you. But like, I will be more observant to listen when you talk.
I don't know why you guys are laughing because that's actually really sweet that she said that, and that means a lot. Thanks for saying that, Mantha. Now you know how Topher feels.
Because his name's Christopher. And I call him Topher.
Christopher.
Got him.
Chrissy.
I just feel kind
That
of.
did blow my mind the other night when you were over with him.
I called him Chrissy.
No, he said, take it up with Chris. And I
Oh.
said, who the fuck is Chris? And he goes, Sam's dog. I was like, Topher? And he's like, and then what is that short for?
rocked
I know.
their shit.
I know. It's pretty wild.
I stepped onto the balcony and I like sighed into the night.
Yeah, like she was like
In
Batman.
my own home.
She was like looking out at the cityscape.
Like smoking a cigarette.
yeah.
Like, what is the truth?
The truth. Kevin, how about you answer that? What is the truth? Who is Kevin? Who is Kevin as a friend, as a comic, as a roommate?
So you know what I love
as
about
a
that question? it's so vague
Yeah.
that it's like, where do I even begin?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, just let it roll off the tongue.
So, would you mind narrowing it down, like narrowing down the question?
I would mind.
Oh. Can you repeat the question?
Who are you?
Yeah.
What do you think are your top 3 qualities?
My top 3 qualities.
Like, how would you describe yourself?
Like, if you had to write a bio about you.
If you had to write a eulogy.
He was a nice, old, super old guy, and he lived a long life. No, my top 3 qualities. Was that the question?
Yeah.
That's pretty specific. Thanks for that. I would say it's probably like I'm empathetic, I'm witty, and I'm really fast.
And
Like on foot.
yeah. Yeah.
That is not true.
No, I'm way faster than everybody in here, including Taylor.
On foot.
He agreed. You think? Wait, hold on. Wait, didn't
We did this.
Didn't we pull over and race?
No,
Did we
I'm
race?
specifically referencing the time that we got into an argument. He said he wished we had a corner store. I said the gas station was a walkable 15 minutes. He said it was way longer. And then we're going to call it a tie because on the way there, he said I was running. I just am a fast walker naturally. I have very long legs.
It was an
lightweight.
exaggerated speed walk.
No, it's not. I'm
Can you
very
show us right now?
aerodynamic. Not in this space.
Just
There's
try.
not enough room. No, she has
There's
long
literally-
legs.
I have very.
Spider.
they made
It'd be
a
like
whole
Kareem
movie about me.
Abdul-Jabbar trying to do a layup right here. Like you would never ask.
Then
Kareem.
can you show me when we go outside?
Yes, except I have to leave in 10 minutes. So
No way. Are you serious?
yeah, no, I have to be there in like 15
So
minutes.
what are we gonna do?
Our best. I told them I was going to be a little bit late,
Okay.
but you might just have to give them gifts without me.
Okay. Oh, it'll be just a solo podcast. This is fun.
Yeah,
well, it won't be
'cause then-
solo because it'll be 2 of us.
But
still.
like a solo hosto.
So
Sorry.
I'm hoping we can make it through at least the bad.
Yeah,
if
I
not
need the
good.
bad. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do the bad first.
But the end of this is he walked so fucking slow the entire time. But we made it there in 15 minutes, so I was right. But then on the way back, we stopped and we got lunch, and then it was 30 minutes back. So technically, I was right one way.
Okay.
yeah, but also not for nothing. I was referring to being quick in a run.
Well, it takes 15 minutes to walk outside.
and then you told the whole walk story. I'm going to run if I'm trying to be fast. Just me personally.
I think it also takes 10 minutes just to get out of your.
It does, yeah. But she honestly, in her defense, like it wasn't as long as I thought. But it's also my point was that it's not a practical walk to like do on a daily basis. My thing was like our apartment doesn't have like a convenience store that's like a reasonable walking distance
Same. I have Chick-fil-A.
or a bar.
Is that important to you?
Yeah, like I'd like to be able to like get drunk in a bar near my house and then like just wake up at home and be like, oh, I walked.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Wouldn't we all?
not every day, but once in a while, you know,
Mm-hmm. You're allowed. You have permission.
from you.
From God.
Oh, I was about to say you're not God
No,
or
I'm-
my father or my boss.
No, I'm the Messiah. Is that the right word? I don't know anything about religion.
Give it a goog.
All right. Would you like the good or the bad first? Just kidding. It has to be the bad.
Yeah.
Never
Go
mind. I'm so happy I timed this out so well that I was late to everything today. Well, we've covered a lot of these so far. People don't like that you wear the nose strips. They don't get it. You have. Hopefully, after this episode comes out, people will understand. You better. You have panic attacks. You sometimes try to ground yourself, and you have boners. People think that's weird.
Wow, that got out quick.
I'm immediately texting the Kevin Willard Hate Club.
Add me.
And then again, these are all anonymous, so if you have any idea of who could have said any of these things, like just keep in mind, like we will not reveal that information to you. But there have
No, I'm gonna know.
there have been rumors going around.
So, are you intending on humiliating me? Like, why are you building up to something
Have you
like
not
it's
said
like
the thing
so
yet?
insane?
Oh.
It's Taylor's laughing. There's been some rumors that you pee on the seat.
I know about this.
All right. So the thing about that is, sometimes you go to take a piss in the dark at 3 a.m. and it splashes up from the bowl. And
How
hits,
far away are you peeing from?
It's pitch black.
What would the light have
that's
anything
a
to-
crazy retort.
And also, by the way, hold on, not for nothing, Zach Black,
He doesn't
our
listen to this.
roommate, he said that I'd been doing it for 10 months straight. So who's weirder? The guy that gets a droplet on the seat every now and again, or the guy that's like, I'm just gonna lick it up.
He's like a diary of all your
No, he
Your
for real.
pisses?
I think he has like a whiteboard in his room where he writes down anything
tallies.
me and Kevin do, and he's like, one day I'm gonna be really mad about something else, but I'm gonna take it out on them.
That makes sense.
Yeah, well, no, because that's what's fun about when you have an excess of anger. Me personally, I like to treat it like a set of car keys and misplace it unto others that don't deserve it. But that's just me personally.
That's a good analogy.
That's beautiful.
It's
Yeah.
crazy that he was like, I've been sitting in your piss for 10 months, dude.
Well, okay, well, actually,
Sounds like a you problem.
what
Bro.
was crazier? When this whole argument got brought up, and Kevin's like, "I'm sorry, you know how piss droplets work," and Zach goes, "I always sit when I pee." Imagine a grown ass buff dude yelling that at you.
I always sit when I pee.
It's
That's scary.
crazy.
Yeah.
Honestly, ever since he said that, I've been standing on the sink and gapping it out, just sniping the bowl with a crazy stream across the. But then I clean it up after.
Have you been cleaning it up now that it's been brought to your attention?
I've definitely been more conscientious about it.
Uh-huh.
And like, so I still pee like last night or this morning. What is it? What was it? Like probably 3:45 to 4 a.m. I went in the bathroom and I was like, well, I'm not turning the lights on because you don't want to turn the lights on and then like shock your body and then not be able to fall back to sleep. Everybody knows this.
I have never once considered that.
So today I put the flashlight on the lowest setting just to double check like for any droplets. So that's what I've been. Means a
growing.
lot. Sam didn't clap. All good.
Oh, sorry. Sometimes you leave little pieces of cheese on the counter.
Are you a mouse? Are you a mouse? You know what? You know what? You know what?
This is old.
Your parents think your parents might think you're a mouse because to them you're so quiet.
No, dude,
Yeah.
he was a fat little elephant kid.
Yeah, I looked like Ralph from The Simpsons.
I haven't seen.
All
Sorry,
right.
so yawny.
Ralph Wiggum. All right. Yeah, you're yawning into the mic a little too much. That's why I didn't
I'm
want
so
headphones
sorry. I'm
because
so
I kind of saw you were
sorry.
sleeping at the beginning.
I'm just like tired. Like I'm working so hard and like I just haven't been getting a lot of sleep and my Instacarts aren't coming into the house at the
They're
right
going
time.
to the bank.
I don't have. They're going to the bank. My Instacarts keep going to the bank. I have no money, no nourishment. I'm working. I'm slaving away.
I heard
I'm just so tired.
a joke the other day, and it was like, "You guys ever been on an airplane with $5?" And then it was a funny thing, and it's a funny thought, but it's gonna be my reality on Friday. Flying to the big city with 3 cents in my bank account.
That's like not safe.
You'll
But
be
if
all
you
right.
get like robbed, if you get like taken and robbed, like they might just be like, we can't do anything with you because you have no money. So it might be like a good call.
They
To
could
was
probably
gonna
think of
s-
something.
I was gonna say they're gonna like do that thing where they shake me, like literally like 3 pennies fall out of me.
That's it. That's
They're virtual pennies right now, so I don't even.
They could
Somebody
just-
If
speaking
anything,
of
they're gonna
pennies.
double my income by shaking me.
Speaking of pennies, there was a man who Venmo'd me today, but requested me
to be friends with you
and
on
said
Venmo?
slay. No, he requested money, and then the caption was slay. And I think he was trying to send me money.
You know what he was doing?
What?
He was trying to make you think that he was trying to send money.
He was trying to.
And he was like requesting 100 and like she's going to think that I'm like sending her money or trying to, and then he's never actually going to turn around and do it. Or he might.
I know, but I had no way of like messaging him and being like, "Hey, did you mean to send this, not request it?" And
There are some mistakes that just like don't make sense. It's like Have you ever seen Curb Your Enthusiasm when he does the accidental text on purpose?
Yeah.
Where he's like sending this long text to someone, where he's pretending to defend somebody to somebody else, but then he sends it accidentally to the person that he's defending.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah.
It's like, we know what you're trying to do. You're disingenuous, and I don't like it.
Exactly. You know, I would definitely not double dip with him. This is what I was talking about, by the way. To identify like your inner circles, this is something I've been like reflecting on. Like I ask myself.
Did you hear that, Taylor? Sorry.
Stop being a lizard.
Sorry.
This.
I didn't know the first one was going to come through.
Oh, it came.
While you were meditating. And I think, okay, so something that I'm trying to think of is like, because I'm trying to identify like my inner circles, like people I feel safe with, like who is someone that I can trust with information, because I have a hard time doing that. And I'm exposing myself all the time emotionally. And then it gets taken advantage of. And how I've simplified it is I have to ask myself a question. Would I feel comfortable not asking and just double dipping with this person? And guess what? I went through my close friends on Instagram and I asked that question. Could I double dip around them without judgment?
Like a chip?
Yeah.
Oh.
Chip, nugget,
Yeah.
chicken tendy.
Anything.
Pizza
And then
roll.
I call double dipping when I hook up with the same guy more than once.
Oh, no, we're on different. I'm talking about food.
Sorry.
I
Right.
never double dip.
That's why I laughed. I was so
Did you
confused.
think about like sex,
I don't know what you were talking about.
like with chips?
Okay, I get
Would you
that.
double dip with your mom?
Be honest, would you double dip with us?
Would you
No.
share a minuscule amount of saliva through French onion dip on a ruffled chip with your own mother?
Yeah. How about that? How about that? I would do it with a German Shepherd. I would never do it with a Yorkie.
Amen, sister.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to
'Cause
speed run
Yorkies
through
slobber.
these last two because baby girl got to go lose in the semifinals.
Hold on. Don't speak false things into existence. You're going to advance and then win.
Yeah, don't manifest. You're like the funniest person in Austin. So you're going to win that.
All right, speed run.
Speed run.
It's a compliment.
Thank you. I was wearing, we got like complimentary like funniest t-shirts and I was wearing it today. And that was
That's
me
not it?
manifesting. No, this is a microfiber towel that I changed into a tank top.
It looks kind of funny.
Thank you.
In like a cute way.
Thank you.
It's like cute and funny.
Cute say. Okay.
Agreed.
And then the last two bad things is 32 and still skateboards. Which we've
Who
heard.
said that? Who knew that about me? Do you want me to defend that, or because that's the thing about skateboarding is that it's like actually like a family activity now in the year 2024. It's weird because it started in the 60s and then in the 80s and 90s, it really was like an intense outcast activity. Like people would be like, "Oh, this guy skateboards" or something. And then even now, like some people are still like, "Oh, he's old and skateboard." But it's like I'm getting physical activity, and a lot of the people that would look down on me for riding a skateboard later into my life are fat and gross, and like they don't get any physical activity at all. And it's also an Olympic sport, and it's something that families do together, fathers and mothers with their children, and it's a great activity, and it's artistic, and you can do it in the street. You can express yourself through your body and your environment. I mean, you guys suck.
I will. Okay. I have interacted with another older skateboarder before in my life, and one time we got into an argument, and he verbatim said, "I have to go skate about this," and then he just left me at his apartment for like 2 hours.
And you waited
Well, I
because
had-
you knew he was doing switch backside heel flip every time. Like, damn, you were like thinking about it. Like he's like soul searching right now, alone in the parking lot.
I waited because I had nowhere else to go, and then I left, and then we never talked again. Actually, and
I have to
then
go skate about it.
I'm gonna try to shorten this. A lot of people really did not have bad things to say about you. That's why. That's why I had to survey our third totally unbiased roommate. But I thought this was a silly little story, and you're gonna know who said this. Which is also funny that it starts off this way. One time I was in Austin visiting Kevin. We were talking about AI. I said to Chat GPS,
That's autocorrect.
Tell me a joke about Kevin. It said, why does Kevin keep a ladder on his car? Because he never knows when the drinks are going to be on the house. And then the funny thing is that Kevin actually does drive around with a ladder on his car.
Do you really?
Yeah, at the time it was crazy that that was my dad and we were at Denny's and we were just like fucking around on
Your dad.
ChatGPT.
That was your dad.
Yeah, yeah.
You can have the other one, but
Okay.
Yeah, we were like fucking around with ChatGPT at Denny's, and he was like, "Write me a joke about Kevin," and it said, "Why does Kevin have a ladder on his car?"
And it didn't know that you have.
Because the drinks are on the house. And then I was like, I literally had a ladder on my car at the time, and I'm an alcoholic, and I'm poor. That's all three.
That's crazy.
ChatGPT literally. I mean, you know, that's the thing about technology.
I think that's just like those are the 3 traits that go along with the name Kevin.
Can I be honest about something unrelated to anything you're talking about? Today
Yeah.
I was with 3 dogs.
Thank you for letting that bomb so gracefully.
I was with 3 dogs today, and like 1 or 2 of them farted so bad that it was like the most putrid, like skunky smell. And like I just started smelling it again. And I just have to voice it. And I don't think it's coming from my dog. I don't think you guys smell it. I think it's just like a memory I'm having of a smell.
Phantom smell.
I'm going to give this to you to give to him, and then you can go through the good.
Okay, this is going to be so much. This is heavy.
What I put in there is light as hell.
Oh, maybe they're my gifts.
I wish you could get Topher to sit in the chair.
I know.
That'd be sick.
Also, I don't know who's going to want the seat after me because I always get major swampy in this.
Well, this was so fun. Thank you so much for being a part of this.
I'm happy to have made it for. Dude, we're so close to the end. Yeah, now you just got to do the
It was
good
a
and
short
the gifts.
pod, but it was fun. But it's still going.
Yeah, take a little small edamame bean.
Oh my god, it's literally so wet.
There's dudes that'll pay for that, I'm sure.
Take a picture of it right now and send it to your guy.
I'm gonna send it to my guy. He'll edit it.
Let me get the Clorox wipes.
Okay. Oh
Product's
my
good.
God, Weebles wobble.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Hey, kill it.
Thank you.
Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Okay, so how do you feel about that reflection? Do you feel like those are accurate bad things about you?
You know, it's actually a compliment that they were so like kind of nothing.
Oh my God, thank God.
Like 2 of them were kind of
Jesus, I was waiting for her to leave.
Hey,
No,
about time, eh, chaps?
Okay, no,
Dude,
please.
she had no idea.
She didn't know it was me the whole time. That's crazy.
No idea.
She was like, all right.
Surprise, it's not Dora. I'm like tired. I just want to be like real with our listeners or fault. Like I just feel disconnected from myself, and I think that's okay. And I think of all people, this is a great human to be disconnected, to be with while I'm disconnected with myself. Stop it. You know that made sense.
I was on the fence and Taylor laughed, so it like pushed me into that.
You know what that was.
No, totally. Yeah. You feel comfortable around me.
Yes.
Okay,
I
good.
feel safe feeling not in my body.
Yeah, because sometimes, you know, you feel disconnected, and that's okay.
100%. And I want to just be the voice of disconnection. I want to be the voice of disconnection. I want to.
You feel
be the
disconnected in
voice.
what way? You literally just feel tired, and so you feel a little.
I feel out of body, but I don't have a boner. You know what I mean?
Hey, go deeper. You'll get hard. You'll get there. So.
No, it's just like
Pause.
I don't know. I am looking forward to. I have like an interview I think tomorrow, and that's fun, and that's all I want to say about that because I don't want to be so like ba 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 because then I'm like so excited, and then like. You know, inevitably, it's a reality that maybe it's not going to go that way, which doesn't mean it's not going to go the right way. It's just, it might not go that way, but that might not be the right way.
Yeah, you don't want to get your hopes up with stuff like that. Like it's healthy to be excited, but like yeah, sometimes people, you know, they tell too many people, and then they get like they're kind of like it's kind of like when you're a wide receiver in the NFL, and you're like about to catch this easy pass, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna tell everybody.
Yeah.
But really, you're in your head, you're like, I already caught it. So you start running away, and then you drop the ball because you're thinking about the route after the catch.
Yeah.
You got to catch the ball first.
100%. And I'm gonna try to catch the ball.
Yeah.
And
yeah, just focus
either-
on the catch, then think about the route.
100%.
Are you gonna open with like shit stuff? Are you gonna
In my
open with-
interview?
Yeah. How else am I gonna get the
Are you
job?
gonna be like, you know, that girl with the diarrhea joke?
You know the diarrhea cop girl?
Yeah.
Cop diarrhea girl? Wow, I'm like so many
Is
things.
that the kind of girl you want on your team? Because I think it is.
Yeah, and I could say the name of the corporation, but I'm not. But I'll tell you after. But I think it's gonna be. I think
They ain't paying us.
no. I just think that they need a cop diarrhea girl. It like fits their brand.
Yeah, honestly, and you know what? The seats are already plastic.
Yeah.
So that's the next video. Cross over your two biggest videos. Get in the back of a cop car and have diarrhea. And then they'll clean it up. Or actually, no, they'll have one of the inmates clean it up, as they said. Because, you know, the
weren't
cops,
there.
that's the thing about
Relax.
cops. They have slaves.
Yeah. I was really surprised to be in the back. I know now. But we can talk about you in a second. But I was shocked to be in the back. How uncomfortable cop cars are. Did you know that? You know? But did you know? Have you been in a cop car?
Yeah.
They're uncomfortable.
Taylor's committed a lot of crimes.
I have not.
And then I start eating a Kind bar back there, and they're like, "I wouldn't do that if I were you." I was like, "I'm hungry," and they're like, there could be a lot of diarrhea, piss, and vomit back there." Which I didn't know, but
Yeah, no,
That's
there
been
has
wiped up?
been before. The question is, did somebody disinfect this with like a paper towel and some spray?
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I just picture two cops in the front seat, and they hear the crunkle of your bar, and they go eating in the back.
fucking newbie.
Eating in the back is crazy.
Yeah. You know, and then I try to get out of the cop car, like an Uber, and you can't do that. No, I didn't know. And they're laughing, and I'm like, "Oh, the tow truck's here!" Like, and then I hear them go, "She thinks she can get out."
Panic.
I thought the whole thing was just like a jig to like take me to jail. I have a
and the
fear.
jig has to at some point become up.
Yeah, yeah. But they were kinder than any Uber I've been in. They came around and opened the door for me. They had to, but like, it was so kind. I felt like I was getting princess treatment.
That's so nice.
It was great. It was really great, and I'm not gonna stop talking about this experience until I have another
The
experience.
last time I was in a cop car, I think it was 2015 or something like that.
Looked at me like I was there.
You're due for another round.
Can you pull up my rap sheet real quick?
Yo.
No, but I was hammered, and I was just like telling the cop, like, kind of like, "This is why everybody hates you. You guys, you're." I was just like telling them like all like the hack shit that someone would hate about a cop. Like, it was like in the news more then than it is now, obviously. And I was just like, kind of just trying to make him feel bad, and he was just like, "It's not gonna work."
Well, you can't just.
I couldn't get him.
No, but I did ask them, like, what's it like being in a profession? And then the other cop interrupted me and finished the question and was like, in a profession where everyone hates you? And I was like, well, kind of, yeah. But, like, the transition from being so, like, loved and, like, heroic and seen and desired to, like...
So, cops are trans.
Yeah.
Trans heroic.
Yeah. Trans...
I feel like you took the glasses off and you're like starting the podcast again.
I just feel like the energy is clearer now. Because with love, I do feel a judgment from Sam sometimes about who I am. And I just want to be more myself, you know?
Yeah, but also at the same time, like,
You were wearing a disguise the whole time.
I couldn't let her know it was me, you know?
Right.
I had to pretend I was...
yeah, like, so of course you feel a judgment. You're a stranger.
That's so true. That's
Yeah.
so true. I'd like to share positive things about you. 'Cause
That would
that's
be
more up my
really, like,
alley.
actually kind of, like, nice, you know, if...
Okay, this is actually really beautiful, and I might cry. Okay. Okay. One time I sat on the floor of my trash studio apartment and I cried, and I told him I was thinking about myself for the first time in a while, and on some level, I think he might have saved my life that night. He's one of the most amazing humans I've ever met. You also lent this person $10 once.
Oh, really?
It's a likable trait of yours when you get drunk and you talk in a Cuban accent the whole time. I've never heard this.
Hey, sometimes, okay, you take a couple drinks. Sometimes you drink a little bit of tequila and you start talking like this, okay?
Is that Cuban?
Hey, take it easy, okay? You gotta look it up. You never been to Cuba?
good
Yeah,
Cuban.
that's great.
great.
He said it was great.
Yeah.
It's great Cuban.
Someone, apparently you are a sexy biological woman when you were dressed in drag.
Yeah, a lot of people said that me as a woman, like, very fuckable.
What about you as a man?
Not as much for some reason. It's kind of annoying. Like, it's like God wants me to be trans so I can get more dick. No, but I do look good as a woman. I think, you know what? You know what's interesting, though? Also, like, I look better as a woman because I have a bunch of makeup on. So,
How do you think we feel? You know what I mean?
No, exactly. Like, so a lot of people, unless they have like a really mannish like facial structure, which I don't. Like, I don't have like a big jaw or I can reshape with makeup and become a woman like pretty easy. And I have a great ass. So it's like, and I don't have the best tits, but I could, like, tits are, you can buy those. So I don't know. I feel like
It's a backup plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you would. I've seen like, you look like a friend of mine who's a woman when you're a woman. You guys look like you could be related.
But hotter, no.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't compare me to that bitch.
No, definitely.
Yeah, I would get big lips too. I'd get some big old juicy lips, a couple needles in the old top and bottom lip.
I've gotten plastic surgery on one part of my body. Can you guess what it is, both of you?
Labiaplasty.
This seems like a trap. This is one of those female traps that you guys set.
Female trap? You mean I don't know. I can't think quick enough.
Every answer is wrong.
Your
Your teeth? I don't know. Did
Is
you
that
get,
plastic?
Did you get dental surgery? I don't know.
That's wild that you said that. So I'm just gonna interrupt. I've gotten nothing done. So it was a trick. But if I had to get something, if people think I've gotten my lips done before, and that's so cool. My lips are just naturally these juicy meatballs.
You realize that was such a
They
psycho
refer-
thing what you just did. What you just did. How
No,
long you held that
no,
on
for sure. But it's crazy that you said my teeth, because if I got surgery, the one thing I would do, which it's just, I would get veneers. Like, I would. I've
Wow,
thought
you have
about
great
it.
Teeth.
Thank you. I don't see that. I have teeth dysmorphia.
Okay.
What if you got veneer? Like, if you have teeth dysmorphia and then you got veneers, then you would still see them as not being what they are.
Well, it's
Maybe.
not
You'll never be happy with it.
exactly. That's the point. You'll never be happy. So I might as well just shave my teeth down like little fangs.
Yeah.
And get little. It's disgusting of a process. I look it up sometimes on TikTok when like I'm bored. So I watch it all the time, and I see how you're like, you have little fangies for a while. They're like, they have to shave your teeth into little triangles. Then they put like pieces of teeth, like elephant
They
tusks.
basically glue the veneers to the root of your shaved down tooth.
Do you think like if I wanted like brown teeth, they'd be called chocolatiers?
No, I don't think so.
Because white is like vanilla. Veneers. Okay.
That was a big stretch. but
I'm okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So you're really great at skateboarding. And
Oh, it's the negative and a
Oh,
positive.
wow. It's funny how things come back around, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But then also, I don't want to share this one right now. I think that's a good call for me.
Right now or at all?
Right now.
Okay.
Because I mean, it's a fact, but I don't think I should be saying this fact. It's like for the same reason when I talked to you when the cops were there, and you're like, "Oh no, da 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 da," and I was just like, "Oh da 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 da."
Now you have to say it. And
Yeah, just say it.
he can cut it out.
Oh,
He
that's so
doesn't-
true.
Yeah.
That you don't have car insurance or legal tags.
Wait, that's a good thing?
No, I think it was bad.
Oh, you're like scrolling back to the bad?
No, so I don't. Some
Sick
people
gamer
that
yourself.
haven't like been familiarized with this process of what Sam and I do, it actually is helpful for me to ask what are the good and bad things. So like you get a blanket, but Sam and I think asked different people. She said she tried to ask the group of people that I asked, but then didn't or something. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna ask the people that you didn't ask. So we got different information.
Okay.
But someone else separately said you got drunk at a Christmas party and wouldn't stop talking in a Cuban accent.
Hey, son dice! Sometimes the snow, Saint Nicky pulls up. He's got the presents.
It's incredible. Can you teach me how to do that?
Okay, so
Okay.
hey, okay, this you start with take it easy.
Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Take it easy.
You sound like a cowboy for some reason. Take.
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 Take it easy.
Take it easy.
All right, we'll work on it later.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think it's a good starting point.
Yeah. You're not like, hey, sometimes.
Once a
Some-
year. Once a year. It's Christmas.
Sometimes December rolls around. Santa Claus.
Can I sing this one to you?
If you would like to, yeah.
Okay. Can you give me a beat? Yeah. Can you play a beat? I want to rap this.
You want me to play a beat or Taylor?
Taylor. Does anyone ever call you do you identify as like a Swiftie?
Absolutely not.
Okay. But you're Taylor.
Oh my God, you have the same name as her and you don't like her?
Do you go by Taylor or Taylor? Like, what's the right?
What?
I was just about to.
It's literally Taylor.
Some people say Taylor.
Depends on what part of the country
Taylor?
you're from.
Taylor. Like Kanye West
depends on
says
what-
Taylor.
It depends on what part of the country
Well,
you're from.
Kanye says Taylor, so you should reconsider the pronunciation of your name, Taylor.
Oh, this is really cute. I'm really excited to wrap this. This is gonna be really good.
You wrote this?
No,
Who wrote this?
I'm not gonna tell
I
you
have
right
to
now.
guess who.
Yeah.
But it's not ChatGPT.
I'm just gonna play the first thing here.
Is it gonna be in the microphone? This is like a rap beat.
This is too rappy. Is this too much?
No, it's good. Kevin never gives up, always perseveres, and things he's passionate about, especially in reading. Skating and funny things have such a terrible memory. Kevin was always the jokester in the family. If he was quite animated in body language and facial expression, and still is. One day, at age 4 or 5, he put on his sister's old pumpkin costume and thought we could not see him.
Wait, say that part again. You gotta.
Sam is never gonna forgive me for letting you do that.
She hates
She's
when I'm
gonna-
myself.
She's gonna hate. There's gonna be a lot of rules after this podcast. There's gonna be a
But you
list
don't know
of
the rules unless you like break them first. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And I'm not
You
hurting
missed
anybody.
Go over all the stuff
100%
you just rapped
Okay.
of the shots you can't take.
quickly.
Yo, Kevin never
No.
gives up.
No, I didn't say acapella.
Oh, you want me to read it?
Yeah, just
Like a.
Can I sing?
we've been really holding back the good stuff from Kevin. We just kind of broke him down, and then we're just kind of really edging him on the good stuff about him.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Kevin never gives up, always perseveres in things he's passionate about, especially in reading. I don't know if that's right.
Why don't you just read it in
trying.
a normal voice?
I'm trying.
No, you're not.
You gave me a glass of wine.
All right.
Okay,
I didn't.
and funny things have such terrible memory. Kevin was always the jokester in the family if he was quite animated in body language and facial expression and still is. One day at age 4 or 5, he put on his sister's old pumpkin costume and thought we could not see him. Although we can see his face, he sat on the dining room console and stayed there for what seemed like hours. We sat and
Commit
ate
to the bit.
dinner, and he still was sitting there frozen, thinking we couldn't see him. But he was on a foot away, and he stayed literally frozen like a statue. I thought he could be an actor of sort, pretty close to a comedian. Go figure. I remember once Kevin lost his keys, and he went outside looking for them. Eventually, he found them. Instead of picking them up like a normal person, he flipped and rolled his body over to the keys and picked them up. It's from your mom,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know.
Tracy.
Yeah.
Is that Trace?
Trace.
Good old Trace. What's
Yeah.
Tracy's middle name?
June.
Tracy June.
T. June.
Was she born in June?
No. She was born
It's
the
illegal.
day after 9/11. 1950.
Got a young mommy.
19 something.
Oh yeah, don't spoil her age.
She's actually very young.
So I think overall, I'm just trying to like speed this up so Sam doesn't murder me. And I think you're a good person.
That really does mean a lot. Thanks. Thanks
yeah.
for saying that.
I think.
Taylor, anything to add?
Do you guys like know each other personally?
We'll talk about it later. No.
You guys know each other, right?
Yeah.
You guys have you had like a sleepover? That's
no,
another.
No slumber parties yet, but we should plan one.
We're gonna
Root beer
build a fort.
floats.
We're gonna build a fort soon, dude.
Fort root beer floats.
That would rule. N64, dude.
Golden eye.
Let's go.
That's so fun. Sometimes I wish I was like a
Bang
dude.
bang.
I could be like duding out with the dudes, you know.
What's the one? If
No
you were a
girls
dude,
allowed.
if you were
I
a dude
said
for,
if I was a dude.
if you were a dude
if
for one day,
I was a boy, even just for a day, drink beers with the guys and chased after girls. Santa, 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 Santa,
I'm gonna get a letter from Sam. Sam's gonna send me a letter.
If I
Handwritten?
was a boy.
dead serious, be dead serious. If you were a man for one day, what would you do?
I would definitely hold, not like even use it. I would just like hold my penis. I would want to hold it. I just want to have it in my hand and I want to like feel that power.
Just stretch it out.
Yeah, like
Joke it.
Just fucking.
a clown in like handkerchiefs. Like
Yeah.
whoa, whoa, whoa. I think I'd also
Would you
like.
do puppetry of the penis?
I mean, not in public.
I didn't say anything about public, but
What is puppetry of the penis?
remember that HBO show Real Sex? Remember that? Taylor, you remember?
I think so.
Yeah, it was an HBO series, and it was one of those things. It was one of the shows that a lot of people around the age of 30, like, it's like, oh shit, the first time I saw titties on TV was HBO Real Sex. But they had an episode that was about these guys that had a small, like, black box show in this theater where they would do puppetry of the penis. So they would shape their dicks in different ways to make different things. They'd be like, oh, the
Like
cheeseburger.
balloon.
They'd be like, oh, the dick would be like over the balls, and then they would like go like that and be like, oh, it's a cheeseburger, but it would really look like
A cheese. Can you show me?
like a cheeseburger.
Can you show me?
Yeah.
Can I?
Later, we gotta do gifts.
Oh, we do have to.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do gifts.
You did all the good stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's like obviously more.
No, yeah, that
but
was-
you know, we have like rules or like whatever. Okay. Here you go.
First of all, crunchy cookie, best flavor besides peanut butter.
I don't know who got you that.
Wait, you have to describe what it is to the listener.
It is crunchy cookie M&Ms.
A giant
A
bag.
sharing size, a fat fucking bag of
I wonder who
M&Ms.
got that for you.
I don't know. Are you going to tell me?
You have to open up everything.
Tea tree and sandalwood, Tuscany candle. Soy blend? Let's go. Oh, yeah. That's a good candle right
Here,
there.
can you get the pop of the lid coming off, like on ASMR? Ooh, yeah.
Oh no, you have to do this. Do that. Like tap your fingertips on the top.
Oh.
A little faster.
I'll
Ooh.
speed that up in post. Love a tea tree and sandalwood with essential oil, sandalwood with tea tree soy blend. Thank you so much. There's a book in here. David D. Burns. Feeling Good, the new mood therapy, the clinically proven drug-free treatment for depression. So, means a lot, but I'm not depressed. And the Health Aid kombucha, the exact one that you have on the table right
Wow,
now.
that's crazy.
So yeah, I mean, my gut biome is in need of this. That means a lot. All of these things. Like,
So who do you
And,
think gave you what?
so you got me the kombucha because you're drinking one, and you also got me the M&Ms because you said like, "Who do you think got that?" In a way that was like you. And then this book, Samantha got me this because she doesn't understand me. And then she also got me this candle because you each got two things.
I got you the candle.
Ah, so
I
she
know.
got one thing, you got three things?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the thing. I thought this podcast was 50-50.
No,
Well, she's not here,
She's
so I
not
should have known
here.
that. So I should have been like, oh, she did only 25% of the pod. She only did 25% of the gifts.
Exactly.
No, but she did like 75% of the pod.
No,
but-
for sure. She does do a lot with the pod, and like she could do more, but she's doing
Whoa,
great. And
whoa.
no, we love it. We love it. We love it. Do you want to like pop an M&M cookie? I've never had one.
You've never had a crunchy cookie on M&M?
Nope.
I'm gonna need to try some.
Do you want to come take a seat here?
No, it's okay.
I don't want to be associated.
Yeah,
with
well,
this.
she's been gone for long as fuck, and now you invite him over?
Yeah, exactly.
I know. I
It's
just
kinda-
I don't want to anymore.
too little,
I
too
thought
late.
about it right away, but I was
Kevin, can you
like,
put this
I'll
on
just
and
pull
show
it.
everybody what a beautiful woman you are?
So, too little, too late, but yeah.
Come here. It's kind of creepy.
So this is me in like hoe mode. You know what I mean? Like this is where I'm like not really trying to. This is where I'm not really trying to impress anybody. But
With the nose strip, it's hard. Dude. You look
Not-
like an ugly hoe with a broken nose right now.
You do kind of look like. You kind of look like.
that's actually really mean, dude.
Sorry, I'm kidding.
No, you do look like. No. Oh, put it back on.
What? He said I was an ugly hoe with a broken nose.
Well, since you don't have your makeup on and everything, you know what I mean?
Oh, so I'm not hot without makeup.
This is another trap.
I still got that wet.
This is great.
Don't make a weird face.
These are great. I taste the red dye 40.
I feel you, baby girl.
Here. Oh.
What, aren't you supposed to say who has the better gift?
Oh yeah. Who is a better gift? I need Sam so bad.
Well,
I'm trying.
so it's hard to say. It's hard to say Samantha because she got me a book like to deal with depression, and I don't really struggle with that.
I think she doesn't. I think she misunderstands what you struggle with.
So it's very complicated in that it's not depression versus it being depression. You know what I mean? So it either is or is not that, and it isn't. So that's where that ends.
You just eating on the podcast. Crazy.
Also, by the way, this is my thing.
This is. I was eating in the. I'm always eating. I was eating in
So
the
this
back of the
book
cop car.
was also written 25 years ago, and not to say there's not gonna be good stuff in it.
No, but it's like
But there's been
outdated.
like mental health has been like emphasized so much more in the past 10 years, let alone the past quarter century. So, you know, I'm going to read it out of respect for my roommate and
This is
great
like-
friend Samantha Minney. But I don't know if it actually will benefit me in any way other than like learning about what other people go through, because that's not what I go through.
I think what you should do when you're at home is just have it open, but like have your phone on the inside, so it looks like you're reading it, but you're really just like on your phone.
Yeah, it's just like a Bazooka Joe comic.
Like watch this. Give me the thing. No one would know I'm on TikTok. Wow, depression. Depression.
Damn, Sammy kind of slick, ain't it?
I'm not depressed anymore.
Oh my God, that depression book plays good music.
Could you imagine if you opened up a book and it had like a soundtrack?
Yeah, well, you know, my mom sent me my birthday card the other day. It was my birthday like a week or two ago, and she sent me the card that when you open it, it plays music. It was
That's cute. On Kevin's birthday, I called him. Do you remember the first thing I said to you?
I think you said like "Happy Birthday, bitch" or something like that.
I think I sang you.
Oh,
happy
you were
birthday.
like "Happy Birthday." You like immediately taking liberties on the song.
He answered. He's like, "Hello." I'm like, "Happy birthday to you." It's really fun, and I hate it because my sister did that to me when it was my birthday, and I hated it. Like I didn't know what to do because you're just like listening. And I could like hang up. And I was like, I need to now make you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. You want to see what I did when you did it?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up, Samantha? Sammy?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
And then I was like this, and then I was like, I went and did something, then I came back. I was like,
Happy birthday to you.
and then I looked to see like, I was like, who is this again? And then I came back.
I mean, I think that's it. Like, I think you think my gifts are better. I got you this for really because you were expressing that your room like is trying to be your little safe sanctuary.
Yeah, and the candle I'm using right now, it's one of those Jesus candles. The long ones.
Yeah.
That's like. It's
Is
like
that supposed to be
tall
like the shape of his PB? Is that
Yeah,
why?
because he, Jesus, that boy, thick. he had a hammer on him, but yeah. So I am getting to the point where I'm trying to light it like with a normal lighter, and not like the long lighter. So I'm getting to the point where I can't.
Oh.
It's like putting your hand in the Pringle can, but
Yeah.
even smaller.
I think
No
we got the
disrespect
light.
to Jesus.
I think we got the light.
Oh, okay. So we wrap it up.
Yeah.
All right, where are you gonna be?
I thought I saw you do this.
Yeah, that was supposed to be. Yeah, you're good.
We did great. Sam, great job.
What do you usually do to wrap this thing up?
Sam just is like, okay.
Plug your shit.
Oh yeah, plug your shit. It's Puck. Yeah,
Okay,
what are you
guys.
doing? Tell the people where they can find you. Look at this camera. Look at this camera.
There's
At this
only one
camera. At this
camera.
camera. And
This
tell
isn't
the
Hot
people.
Ones.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sean. Got a show coming up at Vulcan Gas Company at September 8th at 8 p.m. And you can find me on MySpace at K Dane Willard and all other social media at K Dane Willard. Follow me on MySpace. That's where a lot of my music is. And that's where a lot of my spicy links, you could find those. It's not like directly available throughout my Instagram. Like I don't really promote that part of my life, but you can find that on my MySpace, and my band is on there too.
No nudes, lewds only on the OnlyFans.
Love you guys. Hola.
Thanks, Cheech.